Hi grade 10s. I'm going to do a quick screencast on today's work, and you've got a picture of what was on that sheet. I'd like you to get this done tomorrow before you come to class. So here we go. I'm going to do, I'll maybe do B and C just to help people out to see if they get it. So what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to check for B. We want to figure out how far it is from -6 to 33. Okay, and we need to represent that in a variety of ways. So on my number line, I know I've got a number line here that goes, let's see, I know where I can spot -6, I know where I can spot 33, and I know that there's a 0 in between them. And I know that it's starting at -6. So I'll put an S there for start and an end there for 33. And I know that that in my equation that it's a difference because I'm trying to figure out how far it is from 6 to 33. I already know the answer is going to be positive because it's moving to the right. It's starting at -6 and moving to there. So in fact I can see in this case, I'll do it with a different color, it's got to get to 0 first, and then it moves over to here. So how do I do that? Well, first thing I need to do is to write it properly with an equation, and the way I'll do that is it's always where you ended, 33 minus where you started, -6. And the way you read that is really important. It means what is the difference between -6 and 33? So if I started at -6 and I ended at 33, that's a difference. It's subtraction. Okay, and what we can see is that if I look at the picture there, what that's actually going to be equal to is it's going to equal the 6 to get to 0 plus the 33. And then I can use my chart or just even do counting, and my answer is going to be positive 39 because I'm moving to the right. Okay, folks. So that's how you do that one. And now I'm going to move to maybe a little more challenging one, and I'll do part D underneath here, just to keep it all on one slide. So part D is a little different. Part D says I'm going from -9 to -31, and I think we did this one in class, but I just want to make sure we've got it. So I'm going to do my number line, and I've got -9. -9 is going to be here. -31 is even more negative, so it's over here. And I'm starting there, and I'm ending there. And so I know that my final answer is going to be negative. I can tell. And it's always where I end minus where I start. So in terms of how to write that, I know it's going to be -31 subtract -9. And when I do that, folks, I know that what that means, again, how I read it is important. And you only get better at these by repetition. That's how far is it from -9 to -31. I know the answer's got to be negative. So in this sort of scenario, and I look at my number line, the question is, does it pass 0? And the answer is that it doesn't. So I know that it's the distance from -9 to -31 is the same as the distance from 9 to 31. I just have to worry about whether the answer is positive or negative. So when I look at the distance between 31 and 9, it's going to be 31 take away 9. That's how we can get it. And then I'm going to have to change the sign to negative because I know it's to the left. But I could also look at this, in this case, if I even read the equation, starts at -9, and then it ends over here at -31. Well, it's going to the left. It's going to be a negative answer. So how do I write that? Well, I know my answer is going to be that length, not the direction, is just 31 take away 9. But I know, and I put it in brackets because I know that I'm going to get that answer and then make it negative. So the answer in 31 take away 9 I can do on the chart is, so 31 take away 10 would be 21, so it's actually 22, -22. Okay, and in each case, so what do you need to do this work? Well, you need to draw a number line, Let's look through. We need to draw a number line. We need to label where you end and where you start. You need to write a difference equation. So it's always where you end minus where you start. And then I need to do some calculation. And here, I took a look at my number line. I know I don't pass 0, so it's just the distance between 9 and 31, but I need to get the correct sign on it. So I know it's going to the left, so it's just 31 take away 9, 22, but I know the answer is negative because it's going to the left. Okay, folks? So that's an example of how you use number lines and build equations for integers.